Most founders sound exactly like the competition. If you want to be competitive in a crowded market, you can't just be better, you have to be different. I'm your host, Cameron Olds.
And I'm Dallin Merrill, and we're here to talk about how you can avoid being mistaken for your competition, differentiate your brand, and ultimately create a lasting competitive advantage for yourself in the market.
Welcome to Differentiate or Die. This episode of Differentiate or Die is brought to you by MessageOS. And by brought to you by, we mean written by.
If your team describes your product 10 different ways, your product is no longer differentiated. It's confusing, and so are your customers.
MessageOS helps big teams keep every sales deck, social caption, and support reply on message and on brand.
Clear, consistent, differentiated. Every time someone talks about you.
See how it works at protagonistcomms.co. Daryl, when you were a kid, were you one of those kids that was like, when I grow up, I want to be an astronaut?
No.
You never wanted to go to space? You were never that kid?
Not really. I mean, it would be awesome. I still would love to go to space, but I never actually thought I would go to space, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
I was too much of a realist to actually pursue that. So would I love to go someday? Yes, that would be amazing.
Do you think you will? With all the stuff that's going on right now, do you think you ever will go to space?
I feel like my kids will.
Okay.
But for me, I just don't see it being financially feasible. And I'm not willing to spend, even if I was really rich, I still probably would not be willing to spend that much to go to space.
Gotcha.
It's just not that I just feel like it would be I don't know, $10 million or something in
Probably
my
something
lifetime.
Insane. Probably.
For my kids, it might be more I don't know, 500,000, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's always super expensive. But it feels like they're making a lot of progress. So let me guess. We're talking Elon Musk again, probably.
Yep.
Versus, are we talking NASA or another independent agency?
Not NASA. Not NASA.
I know there's another one. I can't remember the name of it, if I'm being quite honest.
SpaceX versus, it's another billionaire-funded passion project.
Okay,
That's my
I'm
last
not sure.
hint. SpaceX versus Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin.
Oh, yes. I knew that. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you know
bells are clicking again. Yeah.
Did you know that they were started around the same time? In fact, did you know that Blue Origin is 2 years older than SpaceX?
Okay. Did Jeff Bezos start it?
I think so. So Blue Origin was started in 2000 and SpaceX was started 2002. So they're 2 years apart, which is kind of crazy. So
that is crazy. But I didn't think Jeff Bezos actually started it. I thought he invested a ton in it after a little while, but I could be wrong.
He did start it. So he founded and funded it. He was the primary founder and funder. And
wow, good for him.
Apparently he had this long-term vision of millions of people living and working in space was his deal. Honestly, the origin story between Blue Origin and SpaceX is the same thing. Because Elon Musk is colonize Mars, we gotta go, extraplanetary life, civilization, that's how we're gonna survive. So pretty much the same deal. So they both have an ultra high net worth, billionaire individual funder. They both are driven by this mission to get, humanity into space long term, living and working there or whatever. But I'm curious to see if there are any differences in their approach, in their product, or whatever. So
interesting.
Yes.
And I want to ask real quick, who is their primary target for this? Government contracts? Who are they messaging to?
This will be an interesting point of discussion because I think I think there could be room for differentiation via target audience.
Okay.
Kind of interesting. Also, like definitely, you know, there's like proprietary technology and all that stuff that you could differentiate yourself on as well. So, but I think
Or
that's
like
gonna be,
what you carry, you know, like I don't.
Yeah,
Is it
payloads.
all? Yeah, like I mean, I know SpaceX is currently primarily satellites. Like they do a ton of satellites. Like I don't know if that's the same for both companies.
Let's go ahead and take a look. So let's start with, why don't we start with Blue Origin? So this is, if you go to blueorigin.com, this is what you're going to see. So they have right here at the top banner, they've got next flight, new Shepard mission, NS-35. So they're advertising this new flight that's about to happen. So, I mean, no messaging, just advertising, pretty much just advertising their product. At least it's not a rotating banner.
Yeah, that's true. There's a little bit on the top left underneath Blue Origin for the benefit of Earth.
Sure. If we scroll down, New Glenn reaches orbit. So I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's one of their rockets, one of their ships that goes to orbit. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Fly to space on new Shepard. So this is the first bit of real messaging I think we get. I don't know what you think, but I think this is the first bit of what you and I would call hero language. Fly to space. You know, go to space, Daryl Merrill. You've always wanted to go to space.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You haven't always. But you were like, if I could, I would. You know.
Yeah.
So fly to space on New Shepard. Become an astronaut. That's like textbook hero language, dude. I don't know. Like, become an astronaut is the ultimate aspirational desire.
You know what's
from
so
people.
cool about that? I love that it's like a mix between call to action and hero language.
It's perfect. Actually, you're super right. Super cool. I love that's super cool. Yes, totally agree.
That's
Fly
really
to space on
cool.
New Shepard. If we scroll down, here we go. Reusable rocket engines. So cool. You know, so this is like, I think we're talking product language now. Reusable rocket engines, right? Which I think we'll talk about that when we talk about SpaceX, about, you know, what was a competitive advantage they have from a product standpoint, because we have like this methodology here at Protagonist where there's three primary ways you could differentiate yourself. You can either differentiate your product, you can either differentiate your target audience, meaning you go after a very specific niche target audience, or you can differentiate your sales channel, how you're actually generating demand and revenue. So those are three ways. And so we've already seen target audience up here, I think, with fly to space, become an astronaut. And then I think we're starting to see some potential product differentiation here as well with reusable rocket engines.
That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
Honeybee Robotics products. I'm not sure what that is. Interesting.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, I mean, their website's basically just a sequence of banners. What do you think? What are your first thoughts?
Yeah, I feel like they're targeting different target audiences on each of these banners. Mm-hmm. So like become an astronaut, that's like for you and I or for billionaires or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, someone who wants to go to space. But you go down and like reusable, the reusable engines, like that's not really like geared towards the same type of person. That to me feels like trying to get government contracts because like it's more clean or
right.
I don't know. Even a little bit like showing off a bit, like look what we can do. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, decent. I would not give this isn't the worst I've seen. It's not the best I've seen.
Right.
I wish there was like a clear, like for the benefit of Earth, I think is a good start. I would love to know what that means a little bit better. You know, like what, like what's your goal? Like what is Blue Origin's goal here? Why are you better than SpaceX or any other? Like why? I don't know. I just would love a little bit more about that.
Yeah, agreed. You know, we'll get into SpaceX here in a minute, but I would agree. I would totally agree with you. Either you should really lean into your differentiated target audience, which I want to talk about this. Fly to space on New Shepard, become an astronaut. I think this could be a potential differentiation for them because they are known for flying celebrities to space. It's like a celebrity space joyride. Now, they got in trouble with it because it's only billionaires and celebrities and wealthy people that have gone so far. No, I shouldn't say all only. There's been, but like the majority, like the high profile flights they've had have been like Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos' wife and like the Dude Perfect guys, I think. So like they have a whole bunch of celebrities go to space. But I think that could be like space tourism is like, you know, taking everyday people up into space. That could be a differentiated target audience for them.
Oh, totally.
I would imagine that their total addressable market is probably a lot lower than like government contracts to send payloads to space. So it might not be as lucrative, I'm sure, but definitely you could differentiate yourself that way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Let's take a look at SpaceX's website now. So here we go. So same thing. They're advertising flights. So Starship's 10th flight test. So they are, they've been doing a lot of stuff with their Starship, which I think is going to be like the main craft that takes people to Mars. And it has, you know, it's the one that they're like catching with like the robotic arms as it plummets back to Earth, you know?
Yeah.
Have you seen those videos?
Yeah,
dude?
I've seen it. They're wild.
It's
They're
like
so wild.
It's like catching a skyscraper that's simultaneously on fire. It's absolutely
wild.
nuts. It's wild.
It's so wild.
Okay, cool. So if we scroll down past the Starship's 10th flight test banner, we get to what I think this is probably also the first little bit of messaging, which is make life multi-planetary. SpaceX was founded under the belief that a future where humanity SpaceX was founded under the belief that a future where humanity is out exploring the stars is fundamentally more exciting than one where we are not. So I think I'd call that hero language.
Yeah, for sure.
Aspirational outcome language. I think it's a little weaker than Blue Origins. I think, you know, becoming an astronaut is so much more individual, and, you know, make life multiplanetary is much more collectivistic. And I think when you go from individual to collectivistic, like talking to an individual's desires versus like the collective group's desires, I think that dilutes the potency of the message a little bit. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
I don't know though, because Make America Great Again is totally what that is.
That's hard. I mean, I think this is a dream for a lot of people. Like making this is so I would still say it could be in some instances. I don't think it is here.
Gotcha. Definitely very targeted towards a niche subset of people, like engineers, astronauts, physicists. Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, it's also exciting for everybody. Like
this is also true.
Who wouldn't be excited about this? Like, it would be amazing.
Right, for sure.
But like, that doesn't make me do something about it. Like, good for you. You're a cool company.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
What does it mean for me? Like, I'm not going to get there. Like I said at the beginning, right? You're like, my kids maybe, but who knows? Like,
right. It's like a freaking jet engine flying over my house right now.
Oh, that's funny.
If we scroll down, the next header says revolutionizing space technology. The H2 says SpaceX's Starship spacecraft and Super Heavy rocket is a fully reusable transportation system designed to carry both crew and cargo into Earth orbit, the moon, Mars, and beyond. Okay, so getting into product differentiation. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that SpaceX was the first one to do the reusable rocket, which is a massive differentiator when it was just them. You know, like being able to send a rocket up and catch it and like reuse it instead of just like ditching it in the ocean. Huge product differentiator.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Now it sounds like Blue Origin can do it too. So less of a barrier to entry because someone else is already doing it. But I think catching the rocket with a tower instead of landing it on a launch pad is an even further differentiation from what Blue Origin can do, because they're still landing their rockets on launch pads. So catching it with a tower, I think, gives them efficiency boosts. I'm pretty sure, because I think it's easier if you catch it in the tower. It's it's easier to get the rocket back to where they can refuel it and retrofit it. So I think they have some efficiency gains from catching it in the tower. So I think they're still differentiated from a product standpoint. Like they're doing some crazy-ish with their tech.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, you gotta. I'm sure it'll be copied as well if it has those kinds of benefits.
Right. Scrolling down, the world's leading launch service provider. Okay, so this could be differentiated target audience. So these guys are primarily looking at launching cargo payloads into space. SpaceX leads the world in launches with its reliable, reusable rockets, and is developing the fully and rapidly reusable rockets necessary to transform humanity. Okay, cool. So, I think SpaceX is definitely in a better position to like win government and private contracts to send things to space. I think that's for sure.
Based on their website, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're definitely positioning themselves for that, at least more than what Blue Origin was. In fact, Elon and Bezos have like fought over this. Like Blue Origin lost a government contract to like take someone to space, and Jeff Bezos got really mad about it and like decided to sue Elon because he thought it was unfair. When in reality,
no way,
their rockets just were inferior.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, way interesting. Advancing human spaceflight. So scrolling down, this is another one we get. The H3 says advancing human spaceflight. Since returning human spaceflight capabilities to the United States in 2020, SpaceX is helping build a new era where not just hundreds of people, but thousands and ultimately millions will be able to explore space. Super cool. Anyway, delivering high-speed internet from space. Okay, so we've already done an episode on Starlink, which is a subsidiary of SpaceX. So that's a cool product differentiator as well that Jeff doesn't have.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, what do you think? SpaceX versus Blue Origin. We've looked at them both.
I mean, I think they both had the same top banner, like very similar top banners, which I think is funny. Like different missions that are coming out next, thought that was funny. But it feels like you're right in the fact that, and kind of what I thought coming in was right. Like SpaceX is primarily cargo, and instead
human
of people,
or otherwise. Oh no, well, because they're also flying people to.
I know they do, but it doesn't feel like they're focusing on it as much right now.
You don't think? Because like his whole thing is going to Mars. Like he's trying to get people,
but like colonizing Mars, right?
And the moon.
Yes, and the moon, yeah. But like his whole thing is like we want to make a community out there, not like space tourism.
Oh, sorry. You're saying, okay, so the difference between the two of them would be SpaceX is trying to get people to space, but for different reasons. It's not tourism.
Yeah.
It's like professional, governmental or private astronauts, exploration, building infrastructure in space. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Whereas Blue Origin is like, hey man, like, do you want to go to space on Friday? Cool. Like, I know a guy, like, hop in my rocket.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
And I could be wrong. I mean, I think that's okay though, right? Like, I think that they are probably going after similar things, those government contracts, because those are currently what are probably paying most of their bills.
100%.
But hey, if their messaging is a little bit different, that's good. That's what you want anyway.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
I wish they would show that a little bit better, but both of their websites, even leaving, I kind of see where they're going, and they are different.
I would agree.
They're not very clear about it. So for differentiation, I'd give them. They're still doing such similar things. So like a 3, I'll give them a 3 for differentiation, and then for clarity, I'll give them a 2.
Gotcha. You don't think that it's clear that they're sending? I get what you're saying. It's like, I understand that they're sending things to space and it's rockets. It's less clear what exactly they're sending to space. And the difference is really important there.
Yeah, I think so too. I have a really hard time giving companies a high score when they have not good messaging right there when you hop on their website. I'm like,
agreed.
You just gotta really share what you're about and why you're different than your competitors right off the bat, or else you lose. Like, all of these governments are going right there. The first thing they see is a new launch, you know, like, who cares for them? You know, like, I don't know, just, I want to know
just be a demonstration
why I should
of
choose
capability.
you.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I know, but then you're competing on betterness. Like, oh, we're better because we have a launch coming up.
Well, I mean, if Elon could, I mean, showing that he can catch a freaking rocket with chopstick arms, like that's differentiation, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, I'd probably give him a 3 on clarity. And if it was true that Blue Origin was ultimately going to go more on the space tourism side of things, while SpaceX was going to be on the private and governmental payload launching stuff, I would probably give them a 4 on differentiation, because I do think those are different.
Yeah,
but
and they did have that like really good, you know, become an astronaut. Like, I love.
That's also true.
That's really, really good.
That's like the differentiation. That's them talking about space tourism.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes,
so that's why I'm like,
totally
I'd give you a 4 on differentiation.
I wouldn't disagree with you for that.
So I'd say it could be a little clearer. I'll give him a 3 on clarity, and then I'll give them both a 4 on differentiation. So total 7 out of 10 for me.
Cool. Well, 5 out of 10 for me. But
there you go.
I don't disagree completely. Well, awesome, Cameron. Thanks for that. That's really good. And I hope companies out there can kind of see, even if these are astronomically massive projects, that doesn't mean that the concepts here don't apply to your company as well.
100%.
Take a look at your target audience. See what they want. See your competitors' target audience. See if there's some ways that you can message differently with your specific website. And if you need help doing that, we will do a message audit for you, which takes a look at your competition and says how you're different, how you're better, or if you aren't. And if you aren't, we'd love to hop on a call and figure out what we can do to help you guys. Hop on to protagonistcomms.co, and we'll see you there.
Peace.